silence in the arena is so tense. Cassius immediately on the attack with Rex Caron, an inspiration to all young engineers everywhere. And underneath Panic Attack, with that front blade, Panic Attack raising money for charity. Really couldn't have two more pleasant finalists, but now, go on, kill each other. Cassius, oh hey! A flyover from Panic Attack. A little hop. And piggyback on the back of Cassius and pushing it into dead metal. Look at this again. Up and over. Good stuff. Good control by Panic Attack, and again. But the aggression was on the part of Cassius. And again on dead metal. But Rex loves a house robot. Panic Attack turns. You get up to 9 miles an hour. Cassius 25 miles an hour. The more powerful of the two, but Panic Attack underrated. Look at that! Oh, what an upset! Panic Attack the winners! That is a huge upset! Experienced George Francis, and for Firestorm at the controls, Alex was with the Groundhog team in the second series of Robot Wars. Both quick, nippy, great manoeuvrability. It's Chaos 2 bumping and barging and turning away side by side, sizing each other up. Chaos 2, ooh! Well, he's seen there to get in and underneath. Firestorm is the way to victory, and Chaos 2, oh!
Cease.
What a way to go! I don't think there's any doubt about that, George Francis. What happened to them? Well, this was over so quickly. We've never seen it before. Out of the arena, out of touch, out of the final. Chaos 2, delightful. Firestorm, derailed and deranged. Good battle here. Wheelie Big Cheese is the quicker machine. Both 99 kilos, both from Langport in Somerset. Axel flipped! Oh, goodness me, by Wheelie Big Cheese! That has to be a Robot Wars record flip. Look at the distance achieved here. That is immense. Out of the arena, out of the Robot Wars galaxy.
Cease.
Huge power! Panic Attack there, representing Wales, and Firestorm 4 from Durham in England doing all the chasing. Panic Attack, a little bit of panic there from Kim Davis, just steering away. Firestorm 4 up and over, 0 ground clearance on both these machines. Firestorm 4 is the quicker, again using that flipper. Panic Attack turning away, they're behind Panic Attack. Lost an advantage there, actually, Firestorm 4. Now up onto the front prongs, and that's dangerous. Had that been nearer the arena side wall, Firestorm 4 would have been in jeopardy. Now they're on the push once again. Very strong machine. Once again trying to use the forward hinge flipper to great effect. Panic Attack into the CP's head. So too Firestorm 4. Very quick. Good battle this, isn't it? Plenty of experience between the two. I remember Panic Attack losing to Firestorm 3 in the semi-final of the 5th Wars, the 5th UK Championships. Now it's Panic Attack's turn to come onto the attack. Firestorm 4 veers away. Good attack by the Welsh team there. Kim Davis, a fine driver. So too Graham Bone, ever the Robot Wars bridesmaid. been third in the UK Championship twice. Now Sergeant Bash comes out of a CPZ. Panic Attack dragged away. Caught side on by Firestorm. Turned on its side. Very, very slow to self-right. Panic Attack, if they can self-right at all from there. As Graham and Hazel look on, I think Panic Attack here is finished. Can they come down? They're trying to self-right. The lights are blinking. Kevin Pritchard looks on. There we can see Graham Bone peering out from his control pod as well. A little shove on Panic Attack. Firestorm awaits, the ref bot checks. Panic Attack, I don't think he's going to self-right. If they're immobilised for 30 seconds or more, the ref bot will count them out. Firestorm 4 says, where's your watch, ref? There it is. And the countdown to Commonwealth Carnage Oblivion for Wales begins. The pit release has been sounded. Firestorm 4 wants Panic Attack down the pit, they're out. Firestorm 4 has gone through, and now all that remains is send Panic Attack not back to the valleys, not back to those famous Welsh pits, but down perhaps into our gloomy, doomy pit of oblivion. Hoisted by Mr. Psycho. Oh! And there in the background, Firestorm 4 has taken on the House Robots. Panic Attack being hoisted away by Mr. Psycho. Go on, Firestorm! If you can lift Mr. Psycho, that is one heck of a robot. Mr. Psycho, just a glance there of the hammer to say, no, you'd be ill-advised. He's off the Firestorm 4 now. Now that Bash was flicked up and over on its side. And no wonder Firestorm's running away here. Get out of trouble. Oh, 6'2", eyes of blue. Mr. Psycho's after you. Firestorm form running away. Where is he? Go on, Psycho, have a look. No. Come back on Panic Attack. Mr. Psycho, after all, likes to hit a object that isn't moving, that is defenceless. He has no mercy. Panic Attack, worthy, but beaten. Oh! Firestorm 4 underneath Mr. Psycho! Can they do it? Look at Mr. Psycho! That is a huge weight!
Cease.
Mr. Psycho saved by the cease! No! Timber! That's a first! Who on earth is going to haul Mr. Psycho up onto his feet? Will that bar weapon of Apex be vulnerable to the new wedge at the front of Traction? Ooh, a bit tentative here, you know. Apex thought about it, saw that wedge coming at them, and thought again, but now they come on the attack. Oh, wow, they spun horribly out of control. What on earth happened there? It's flying off completely. Oh, my goodness me, I've never seen it before. I don't even know what happened to their hugely powerful bar spinner.
Ha ha! That I have not seen before.
Marina's in shards.
Boy, that was scary.
Nearly hit the judges. Dump it down the pit. It's cost us lots of money. There goes my bonus.
What the hell?
The robot works, we were told. No, it doesn't.
That's the pulley, that's the belt, there's the everything. Brilliant sportsmanship from the rest of the Roboteers to put Wild Thing back together again as Dan Tom Gear, the missing link, now returned, comes in. vents off a little bit of steam and immediately is on the attack and looking much more impressive, taking on 13 Black. One of those discs repaired with a little bit of sticky tape, it would seem. Dan Tomkier very much on the prowl, smashing onto 13 Black. Looking to come again. Wild Thing being thrust away. Looking the lightweight of these machines, Wild Thing, at the moment. Reached the first round of the semi-final in Series 5. 13 Black, meanwhile, takes a terrific pounding there. And Wild Thing, they're being crumpled and munched by Dead Metal. I think Wild Thing's totally out of it, but Dan Tomkier played a major part with that shove on 13 Black. Then the flick, down it came with a crunch. Wild Thing then drove itself onto the flipper of Dan Tomkier, and in came Dead Metal, and the sparks flew. The blade is turning, but there's no one at home, Wild Thing. 13 Black, I think, is at its end as well. Dan Tomkier trying to... Oh! Wild Thing is driven straight into the pit. Dan Tomkier just pressed the release button. Wild Thing unawares drove themselves onto it. Nick and Isabel Adams have gone out at the semi-final stage of Robot Wars for the 4th time. 13 Black, surely to... How can you smile when you've worked so hard on your machine? What are they doing out there? It's great fun. All that work. Great stuff. In defeat, a smile. And so some sort of dance. Yeah, well, the slogan is Spin to Win, coined by the Hypnodisc Rose family originally. And the Wild Thing team and the 13 Black boys heading out of the series semi-final. Beaten twice then in their initial battle in the semi and here in the losers melee. And Dan Tomkier looks much stronger now, don't you agree? The link back in place, and the full bottle pressure flipper seems to be working. They want the pit, you can hear the crowd crying. I think Dan Tomkier want 13 Black out of the arena, just as they flipped Mighty Mouse earlier on in the series and Chaos 2. 13 Black wants none of it. And he's still mobile, and he's still a threat with those two spinners. And he's got in underneath Dan Tomkier, and once again they're wedged on a grinder. That's the second time we've seen that. Not too clever, is it? So Killalot's there. Dead Metal briefly, he's retreated to have a run, I think, at Dan Tomkier. Just away, 13 Black comes in. That's a strong onslaught from 13 Black. When it crosses the arena like that, it's travelling at 20 miles an hour, but he's just left himself broadside on for a Dan Tomkier shove, and 13 Black goes over yet again. And we've seen, though they claim they're invertible, they can run upside down, it's hardly quick progress. Dan Tomkier, one or two shoves more. It's going to go to the judges, this. I don't think they'll have too much work to do to decide the winner. I think Hydra has to get Dominator 2 into a CPZ, lifted up and let the house robots play. Dominator 2's mighty axe comes down, but as Matt was saying, it has a poor hit-and-miss ratio. Hydra have overturned Dominator 2, exposing that polycarb base, which we heard split in the last fight. Dominator 2 self-righting very, very quickly. And mean and moody with the axe, gunning for revenge. That was a great attack, though, by Hydra. I've been impressed with 13-year-old Andrew and Dennis. They've combined very, very well as a team. And they could spring a mighty surprise here. Dominator 2 looked cagey, didn't it? Don't hit the arena floor, there's no point, Dominator boys. Again, Hydra's flipped them up. Dominator 2, can they separate? Yes, they can, and very quickly and very stylishly too. Down comes the Dominator 2 axe. So it's grappled Hydra, but what are they going to do now? Because it certainly, for me, fought shy of pulling Smithy into a pit in the previous battle. And again, it's let Hydra go. The judges will mark against there. Dominator 2's axe blows. There it sticks. Hydra away. Back for another attack. Dominator 2. Great rhythm with the axe, but what damage is it causing the Hydra team? Is it superficial, or are they puncturing and getting through to the very heart of the matter? The Dominator 2 team there, Chris Paul Elliott. Hydra on the arena side walls. Needs to get away, and I'll tell you something, Hydra all of a sudden does look a little battle-weary. Trying once again to get the pneumatic flipper in underneath Dominator 2. But there is a spring in the step of Dominator 2 now, or is that just my imagination? And they are puncturing Hydra! Look at the holes in Hydra, that must be causing damage. And Hydra is a wearied bot out there at this moment in time. Once again, the Dominator 2 team, we've seen them very experienced. Through to the series semi-final in Robot Wars, the 5th Wars and the 4th Wars. Good robots have beaten them in the past. It's taken a good robot, like Hypnodisc, like Pussycat. And Hydra up against it now. You just sort of sense that it had turned when Hydra came out of that attack moments ago and looked sluggish for the first time in this entire heat. It is slowed. I would say that control response has been diminished. The weaponry looks less effective. Dominator 2 are well on top now. There is a gleam in their eyes. They know it. Hydra, can we get a grip? I don't think so. It's down to its last breath. Hydra, secure a lot of weights. Well, what a good attempt by Hydra, but Dominator 2 has it for me. Splendid heat final. So you think you're tough enough to withstand Growler? There is nothing quicker across the arena floor than Growler. Gravity thinks he can take on our Dog of War. Oh, and he can! Ah! Growler's rolled over for a tummy tickle. This is not going according to plan. Cassius Chrome watches on as Growler. Oh, a bit off more than he can chew. Dear, oh dear. Cassius Chrome, let me tell you, he's not the brightest. Overturned by Gravity. And in this House Robot rebellion, the House Robots are taking a tanking, and Gravity once again takes on the RevBot. So basically, we need Mr. Psycho to do something, and Behemoth behind it. Mr. Psycho's in reverse and crumpling. But Behemoth, it's a puny little axe compared to Mr. Psycho's weaponry, but I'll tell you, if Behemoth can get in behind, they can lift Mr. Psycho up and over. Mr. Psycho flattens down on Gravity's full pressure flipper. Sort of a snow speeder type robot, isn't it? The Dutch machine. And it's all down to Mr. Psycho against the rebelling robots. You can see Behemoth trying to lift Mr. Psycho up and over. Mr. Psycho's hammer comes down with the rhythm of a metronome. Decidedly more powerful. Cassius Chrome is now spinning up to full power to knock Behemoth towards the side wall. And I think the House Robots are just now beginning to get the grips, aren't they? With the rebellious duo. Cassius Chrome spinning again. Gravity, I think, has been stopped, silenced. Behemoth nagging away there like a little gnat at the back of Mr. Psycho, who turns. What on earth was that tickling me? He says, and
The floor flipper. Oh yes, competing brave robots. We are not just about our house robots that are mobile. Didn't we tell you we had the floor flipper, the angle grinders, the pit, the drop zone? Maybe we did forget to tell you. Take us on at your peril. Gravity stopped. Behemoth pushing Gravity towards Mr. Psycho to take the punishment, I think. Maybe to use it as some sort of a battering ram. They hinted at this in the pits, didn't they? Cassius Chrome comes in and separates the duo. I wonder if there is any life left in Gravity. Or Mr. Psycho, for that matter. You can see sparking at the bottom. You can see Behemoth coming in and attacking Cassius Chrome. Who wins the House Robots Rebellion, judges? Intrigued to see the weaponry of Revolution 2 here at its finest, immediately coming crumpling down onto the top of Judge Shred 2.5 with the multiple body panels. There's Thor swapping blows with Anarchy. Thor also has the pincers as well as the hammer. It has the team with the blonde wigs. We also have Judge Shred 2.5 with the judges' wigs. Don't get the two confused. There's Revolution 2, confusing things in a bit of a muddle and a melee. Judge Shred takes a blow there from Thor. Their team, great fun. Also, Anarchy in there with a couple of blows, and they're all having a go at the Judge. They're the spinning, rotating weapons of Revolution 2 at 200 miles an hour top speed. That flailing weaponry. Looks a little bit lightweight in body, though, if someone can get hold and flick it out. Thor almost rocking and rolling from Judge Shred's flipper, but down comes the hammer, stroke axe again. That's Anarchy in trouble in the flame pit, but turning away. The Walker, ponderous, but nonetheless effective. Thor moves back to get the axe down. Judge Shred 2.5 is bearing the brunt of all this. Now, did you see a little flick on Revolution 2? And it was very easily flicked up in the air, I felt. Thor has a bent pincer at the front, but down comes the mighty tall axe hammer once again. This is very even. Very, very even at the moment. Blows are being traded. What's happened here? Judge Shred 2.5 against the arena sidewall, and I wonder, in attacking it, has Revolution 2 immobilised itself? Dead Metal comes out with the saw blade, the sparks beginning to fly, and that armament of Revolution 2, as we heard from Roger Webb and Gordon Anderson, not its strong point. Oh, meanwhile, Judge Shred has been flicked by Anarchy, the top of your picture. Can the Judge right itself now? Thor is in attendance. They bash down using the SRE-mech, the self-righting mechanism, but it hasn't been a great display by Judge Shred 2.5. They fought in Robot Wars Series 4 and in Series 3. They were knocked out of the heats both times. And that was a good attack by Anarchy, a brilliantly designed robot by Mike Franklin, once built a hydrojet-powered surfboard. If you look through the innards there, you can see 8 legs independently walking, but barely a wobble in the movement of Anarchy. It's the first time we've seen a walker in the history of Robot Wars so balanced. I think Revolution 2 is buckling, don't you? It looks in trouble, and it seems to have pinned itself there on the arena floor. Thor inadvertently has released Judge Shred, trying to flick Anarchy, but there you can get a sense of the weight of Anarchy. 170 kilos around about. Revolution, to me, has been immobilised. They're in trouble, Roger and Gordon, and they're being counted. Now, that's a shame, because it was innovative and good fun. But in the end, to get the great weaponry in, it was out of kilter, wasn't it? Out of balance for Robot Wars, and they're out. Revolution 2. So, one of the remaining 3 will join them out. 2 go through, and the judges will have to decide now. Robogeddon with the Ryle family, young William, Brenda and Ginger on the right. And in comes Robogeddon straight from the start against Hypnodisc. Look at that blade spinning away. Off goes Hypnodisc. The message there, Robo, get on out of it. In comes Robogeddon again though. Hypnodisc spins and comes in on the attack. Oh goodness me! Poor old Robogeddon crumpled by Hypno. D-I-S-C. Oh, no more letters in that. Never mind. Hypnodisco, it certainly is though, dancing around on the attack of Robogeddon being shredded here. All that work, 100 hours over 4 months to prepare Robogeddon and shattered in seconds by the Hypnodisc team. Again, look at the front of it. Buckled and torn. It's sort of limping along. The shell fluttering away. Almost coming off. Oh, how sad. The boggle eyes. Oh, you shouldn't laugh. Look at that, laid bare. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Poor old William Ryle. He's only 13. He's put this machine together. Oh, dear, look. There's nothing left of it now. Hypnodisc, what a mighty machine this is. It's on fire, I think, as well, Robogeddon. There's smoke coming out. What's Ginger saying there to little William? There's a way back into this for us? I don't think so. The wheels buckled now as well. There's no shell, no wheels, no weapon, no hope. Oh, Hypnodisc, this is the most complete destruction I think we've seen in Robot Wars ever. Oh, there's the CO2 canister. Oh, that was splendid. Well and truly beaten.